Okay, so I think we are live now. No clue how good the quality is because I don't see what you see. I try again. I did before, but I understand the principle now of this whole thing. So, and through that, I got so annoyed about that whole system here that I lost my nervosity. So there is something good in everything, isn't it? So anyway, this shall be a presentation. I do not want to talk only, I want to show. And the system here is like this because doing that on a laptop, I can't do shared screen. This option isn't here, so I had to do kind of some other thing with projects, and so I have to switch between the different stages and sites and stuff, and so I hope that will all come clear over, and I will guide you through. It's not so difficult. It's just about the different knowledge we have, which is mainstream, that I use to explain certain other things and my personal conclusions out of it, and how to use that in astrology, or that kind of astrology I provide together with many others. Unfortunately, also this is not as mainstream yet. So, anyhow, I try and see. Well, you can see it has all to do with time. Cycles are time. We have our system, how we measure that, as we have it here on the beautiful Zeitglocke Tower in Bern, Switzerland. And as you can see, here is also the zodiac. We have some other various different kind of clocks. And yeah, in relation, yeah, here is our galaxy. And somewhere, probably here we would be. Who knows exactly? Beautiful, isn't it? So, I would like to share a site made by NASA about 3 cycles we know about. There may be more. There is some geological findings that suggest that there is another kind, an additional, wider cycle, which goes about 400 something thousand years. But the 3 I present, they are more mainstream, and the other ones we leave out for the moment, as I don't have enough knowledge about those. So I'll go to NASA. Where is my cursor? It's a bit slow, I'm sorry about that. And my laptop is getting hot. It's really a bit slow. So anyway, it will go about the Milankovitch cycles and what's this now? Oh no. Here, okay, it's 3 cycles. They are called the Milankovitch cycles, and they explain about Earth. Okay, that sound you hear now? It's the ice cream wagon or motorbike. Changes in eccentricity. So, as you can see in this animation, Earth's cycle around the around the sun, sorry, um, is changing in from very circular to a little bit more eccentric. This is not to scale because the real scale is so small that you would otherwise not really see it right. Yeah. So this is the eccentricity, and it takes about 100,000 years for one cycle to complete. And you can see they say here that our 2 largest gas giant planets, Jupiter and Saturn, cause the shape of Earth's orbit to vary from nearly circular to slightly elliptical. But it's not only them; it's the whole, all the planets, all the matter, the gravitational forces in our solar system that has an effect on that, they say. So that also means that a year changes in its length, and we are right now on the way to become most circular. Now we come to the changes, the tilt. So we have here is true north, and here is our magnetic North Pole. And we have the same course down here, right? So, and the pole, it shifts between around 22 degrees to 24.5 degrees in tilt. Yeah? So that is then also in relation to the orbital plane, and these numbers we will see when we make a chart. We always have the declination, and we can see that there, especially on the solstices. So, and this change here, that takes about 41,000 years to complete. Once to go here and to come back, or the other way around, wherever it started. Who knows? And then here we come to the precession of the equinoxes. Yeah? So it is all about how we turn around here, right? So, and always the equator is always in a 90-degree angle to the magnetic pole or to the tilt. Yeah, and so we start this animation so you can see. We wobble around here, huh? And this cycle takes Earth roughly 25,771.5 years. Wow. And this is the reason for the so-called ages, right? So now we go to look at that in a more linear form. If I can change here. Hello. Where do I have that? Here. I think it's all a bit slow. Voila. Here, the more linear thing. Yeah. So you can see this one here is the constellation of Pisces. Here underneath we have Cetus. Over here we have Aries. As you can see, sometimes I talk about that Aries just lies above the head of Cetus. Yeah. So this one here, the famous square of Pegasus, easy to spot in the sky, in the night sky. So, and here is the year 2000 where the vernal point is, meaning for the northern hemisphere, the spring equinox. And this one here is the circlet of the head of the westward swimming fish. The constellation. So, and it came from here, it moves, yeah, in this direction. So that's why we will move from Pisces to Aquarius in a few hundred years, yeah. And so now the vernal point is at 4 degrees 42 minutes or around there of Pisces. But we also need to know that the division, the linear division of the zodiac into 12 pieces, meaning that one sign is exactly 30 degrees, means that the division has been done here, kind of cutting through the circlet. Yeah. So, and then there is a little bit of not much, and then Aquarius would start. So, but we are at the wrapping up time of Pisces. We are here under the circlet. But there is something very interesting, and that's about the whole process. So as I say, we have here the vernal point or spring equinox is at 4:42 Pisces. So right at the opposite of it in Virgo, there is the autumn equinox, or the other way round for the southern hemisphere, of course. And we have the solstices. They take place in Gemini and Sagittarius at the same degrees in their culminations, but they last quite a while every time. So this means it forms a cross, and interestingly, we have some galactic crossings as well. We have the galactic south pole lies somewhere under here at around 5, let's say a mean number between the different kind of calculations, yeah, a mean number of around 5 degrees Pisces, yeah, and in comparison to 442. And that means, and here is the South Pole, or further south here, then we have the South Pole somewhere here, then the North Pole is, of course, in Virgo. And that means that the galactic axis is at 5 degrees, mean 5 degrees Gemini and Sagittarius. So Earth's cross, if you want, is parallel overlaying or under the galactic cross, which is a very significant time, of course. So, for this, I think we are not in the age of Aquarius yet, but we are on the galactic cross. And that's a special energy, I would say. Wrapping up time, so to speak. Also, even so, Sagittarius, for example, is very much emphasized on, because in Sagittarius we also do have the galactic center. And we also, where am I here? Now, we take this one better. It's all going so slow. So, yeah, so in Sagittarius, we also do have the galactic center. Beside that 5 degrees node and our own solstice axis. Yeah, so there is a lot that comes onto these crosses. Yeah, so I have prepared this. I hope you can see this. Here are the degrees, This is Astrodienst, yeah. It's how I create the charts always, yeah. So this is the chart of the spring equinox this year, just a few weeks ago. And when you can see here, 442 degrees for the sun, yeah, Pisces. And here we have Polaris, 334 degrees, our North Pole, Gemini, and the South Pole, that would be this one here, is around 6 or almost 7 degrees of Sagittarius. Now, it's important to note that around our South Pole, there are no stars. We can't see anything there, right? So this is the closest star that is to the pole, but it's quite a bit away. It's just there's nothing else we can see. So, and the galactic center, 1 degrees 51 minutes Sagittarius. So, and I would like you to note these are the positions calculated on the data, sidereal data by based on the galactic equator calculated by the Fiorenza galactic equator zodiac, and that's the one that is most accurate towards the life, what we can see life in the sky, or the astronomical data we can get. For example, here I hope it will take it. The sky map. Oops. Yeah, I nearly every time when I come on here, I have to redo everything, but you will see. Yeah, so that's the sky now, or sometime a few hours ago when I looked the last time today. So, over Chiang Mai, so that I can see at night. Yeah, we have now. So we have Mars here. This is the moon. See? Here in Taurus, later part. We have here Neptune. You can see approaching the circlet, his own region. And we have the sun here. Just right on the upward swimming fish. And over here is Aries. So we have Uranus, and here we have Venus. Yeah. As I told you, Venus is going to make some more meetings and cycles. She is on a quest. Yeah, she started here with Aries and Ceres, and now she will go to meet with Uranus, and then Mercury is much faster. He is going to meet her too, but he is first at solar conjunction here. No? So you can see this is the current location. It's in the constellation. The sun stands in the constellation of Pisces right here. But actually, if you would use those linear 30 degrees divisions, the sun is already in the sign of Aries. Yeah, just so you know that. So that's okay. I have nothing against Aries or any sign. It's just the it's a transition. Yeah, in those first in the, we call that custral area, right? We there is a blending of energies. It's not just one or the other. You can't divide that also linear, right? And especially when you also know that we have the Alpha star, the brightest star of the constellation of Pisces is here. So to call it Aries is a little bit strange from my point of view. So, and but you can see here Uranus, he truly is in Aries here over the head of Cetus, as I so often say, right? And we see the same thing in the charts from Astrodienst. I hope we took already that change here. I'm not sure how that works. I just better do so. Where do I have that Astrodienst thing? Oh my, this is all so slow. But I would like to make sure you actually get the picture. If I have it here or not, yeah, I don't know what it really will give you. So, anyway, here we are. As you can see, we have here Cetus, we have here Aries, we have here Pisces. But remember, it's the chart from the equinox, so the sun was here and now it's around here, right? As you can see, the division goes here, so that whole one whole fish is in the sign of Aries, but it's the constellation of Pisces with the Alpha star of Pisces. So, just so much to those who may be new to my way of looking at astrology, because I like to actually look at the sky, at the night sky, and I go to see which star is where, and yeah, some of the planets you can actually observe. Sometimes those which are a bit lower in magnitude. So, as you can see, we have here the nodal axis. This lunar node, and over here lunar node. Yeah. So voila. So I hope that will be recorded right. Without too many glitches. Well, I should have done it last night, maybe. I was working on this thing until 2 a.m., but then I decided to go to sleep. Maybe that would be the best time to actually record such things or do such live streams because then my internet is usually much faster. So, anyhow, I think I said everything that I wanted to say. For now, I will for sure make some post, probably in written form, about Venus Quest. And yeah, so when I have something I want to underlay with pictures and sites, then I will for sure try to do this again. So, and I'm very, very thankful for your patience. Yeah, I'm learning as I'm doing. Yeah, I am like that. I did that my whole life long. So,